All right, everybody, let's talk about work. I know, sometimes it feels like a chore, right? You wake up,
You drink your coffee,
you sit in traffic.
and you count down the minutes until you can go home and watch, well, Netflix.
But what if I told you that work could actually be fun?
I'm serious.
What if your job felt less like a long, boring meeting?
And more like a dance party where everyone is doing the floss.
But like professionally?
Imagine a place where you get to do amazing things.
With amazing people.
And you don't have to pretend you love Brenda's terrible potluck potato salad.
That sounds pretty great, doesn't it?
Well, that's the dream, and some people are actually living it.
It's this idea that your job shouldn't just be about a paycheck.
So who is the genius behind these brilliant ideas?
Her name is Patty McCord.
Now, when you hear HR person, you probably think of someone who tells you that you can't wear flip-flops to the office.
Or that you use too many paper clips.
You know, the fun police.
But Patty is the complete opposite of that.
She's like the cool aunt of the business world.
She was the chief talent officer at Netflix for 14 years.
That's a fancy way of saying she was in charge of finding amazing people.
And creating a place where they could do the best work of their lives.
She helped build Netflix from a little DVD by mail company.
Into the global giant we all know and love.
Patty's job wasn't about enforcing rules, it was about creating a culture.
She and the CEO, Reed Hastings, asked a simple question. What if we treated our employees like adults?
Groundbreaking, right?
It sounds so obvious, but so few companies actually do it. So what is the secret sauce that made Netflix so successful?
It boils down to a few key ingredients, and the first one is a big one: radical honesty.
Now that sounds a little intense, right?
Like you have to tell your boss you hate his new haircut.
But that's not what it's about.
It's about being open and direct with each other about the work.
It means giving and receiving feedback regularly, not just once a year.
It's about creating a safe space where anyone can say, hey, I think there's a better way to do this, without fear of getting in trouble.
It's about solving problems faster by talking about them openly.
The second ingredient is freedom and responsibility.
This is my favorite part.
Freedom to take vacations when they need to.
Freedom to manage their own expenses.
Freedom to make big decisions without having to go through 10 layers of approval.
But here's the catch. With that freedom comes a huge amount of responsibility.
You are expected to act in the company's best interest.
To be a high performer.
Section 4, goodbye rules, hello common sense.
One of the funniest and honestly most brilliant things Patty talks about
is how Netflix threw out the traditional corporate rulebook.
You know the one I'm talking about, that giant binder collecting dust on a shelf that no one has ever read.
It's filled with rules for every possible situation.
How to format an email.
What kind of plants you can have on your desk.
Patty realized most of these rules manage the tiny percentage who might do wrong.
But they punish everyone else and create mistrust.
So they decided to get rid of them.
Let's talk about that vacation policy again, because honestly, it's just so good.
Most companies have a set number of
vacation days,
sick days,
personal days.
You have to track them.
Get them approved.
At Netflix, they just had one simple policy. Take vacation. That's it.
Section 5, the power of talking, why honesty is the best policy.
Okay, let's get real for a minute.
How many times have you sat in a meeting, thought a project was a terrible idea, but said nothing because you didn't want to rock the boat?
We've all been there.
And we complain about it later to our work bestie.
Patty McCord says this is one of the biggest things holding companies back.
She championed a culture of radical candor.
Which is just a fancy way of saying people should talk to each other honestly and directly.
It's about getting problems out in the open where they can actually be solved.
Instead of letting them fester in whispers by the water cooler.
This wasn't about being mean or brutally honest.
It was about being helpful.
The goal of feedback at Netflix was to help your colleagues and the company improve.
Instead of waiting for a yearly review, they encouraged people to give feedback in the moment.
Section 6, your turn.
Simple tricks to make your job awesome.
So, you've heard all these amazing stories about Netflix.
And you're probably thinking, that's great for them, but my company would never do that.
But the good news is, you don't have to be the CEO to start making a change.
There are small, simple things you can do right now to bring a little bit of that powerful magic into your own job.
It all starts with you.
The first trick is to start asking why all the time.
When you're asked to do something, make sure you understand how it connects to the bigger company goals.
Another simple trick is to practice giving and asking for feedback.
You can start small.
After your next project, pull a teammate aside and say, hey, I'd love to get your honest feedback on my part of the presentation.
Here's a fun one. Treat the company's money like it's your own.
The next time you're booking a work trip or ordering supplies, stop and think, is this the smartest way to spend this money?
You don't have to be cheap, but you should be thoughtful.
When your boss and colleagues see that you are responsible and thinking about the company's best interests, they will start to trust you more.
Section 7. Let's make work fun again.
So there you have it.
The secret to a powerful work life isn't about fancy perks or complicated rules.
It's actually much simpler.
It's about being honest,
Treating each other like adults.
focusing on what truly matters, building incredible teams that do incredible work.
Patty McCord's book, Powerful, is more than just a story about Netflix.
It's a challenge to rethink the old, tired ways of working.
Imagine something better.
A workplace where people are energized, not exhausted.
These principles apply anywhere, in a hospital, a school, a small business, a nonprofit.
It's about a mindset.
Courage for honest conversations, trusting your team.
Make sure everyone is a star player, passionate about winning together.
Now go out there and be amazing.